Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio June 2, 2022. Today's Venus-Neptune alignment encourages you to let go of unhealthy attachments and to see your life in a new, perhaps dreamer way. Although there is some tendency to idealize others or romanticize situations, it's a great time for forgiveness, compassion, and new understanding. If you are obligated to mundane work today, you may feel a bit overwhelmed since you're hungry for a more spirited living. Venturing outside of your routine appeals to you, and a healthy escape or inspiring subjects and ideas can be in order. Fortunately, it's easier than usual for you to lift yourself above the clatter of everyday life as the day advances. New worlds are opening up to you as you expand your vision, and your imagination is in great shape. There can be new interests and a longing for new experiences as well. There's a beautiful Pisces stellium mystifying your exotic ninth house of adventure, wisdom, and unknown territory, which means you're not only more prone to fantasizing about the future but also gravitating toward potential suitors from either a different culture and religious backgrounds. You're well aware of the infinite possibilities, which is where things can get tricky when it comes to deciding on your next steps. For instance, the Moon, your celestial ruler, will join forces with Venus and Neptune today, which, in turn, adorns and colors your worldview with hope and magic. However, make sure you're making grounded decisions and not getting lost in the sauce. The trajectory of your professional journey is subject to change. Luna is glowing in watery Pisces, intuitively guiding you in your professional development. It may feel like you are going wherever the wind takes you, especially since Luna is sextile to Uranus in Taurus. As you consider different routes, adventures, and opportunities, be open to your new possibilities. These opportunities may even come from an unexpected professional connection or community. As you remain flexible, you may find that there is something greater waiting in your career path for you. While your brain may want to charge ahead with new and revolutionary ideas, there is something that is holding you back from setting these ideas into motion, aka money. It could be that there is a small voice in the back of your head that is telling you to slow down and not be so hasty about automatically accepting things and adopting them into your life just because they are new. Do your best to strike a balance between these two viewpoints. You have to face up to an inner test of strength, constantly pressured by other people's problems. They might even hurt your feelings or wind you up. Take a constructive approach to this difficult situation by seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen your own position and to emerge from the argument with greater self-confidence. You're breaking out of your shell a bit these days. More and more you realize the allure of being the idea person, the person in the crazy hat, the life of the party. You have every right to simply have fun with others, but with this attitude you rarely experience the feeling of true love. Being a great heartbreaker limits your experiences, not allowing anyone to break through the barrier you place around yourself. You feel sad and lonely and wonder what it is you're missing. You might be in the mood to lecture or criticize other people today. There is a part of you that has grown impatient with the immaturity or incompetence you are seeing around you. It can be hard to express constructive criticism when all you really want to do is chew someone out. But try to get hold of your temper today and find kinder, gentler ways of expressing your thoughts. Nothing in the hand, nothing in the pockets, everything in the head. Today's vibrations will push you towards new horizons and the desire to escape. But don't upset everything in your life but rather find the confidence you need to advance without depending on anyone. This vibration is more intellectual than material. It will push you to get out of your universe to act in a different way and meet other people to find new ideas and progress. Mercury has come to a standstill ahead of his direct turn in your relationship sector tomorrow, with a chance to make these final hours in retrograde motion count. Mercury only retrograded back in last week and in 12 days he will be gone again. However, right now the planet of communication is not only still in your relationship sector but at a standstill. When it comes to communication on the relationship front and especially when it comes to giving the past and unsaid words a voice, time is standing still, leaving less room for excuses. At the same time that the moon is helping to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together, Mercury's last full day in retrograde motion in your relationship sector puts the focus on giving the past and unsaid words a voice. While there is the potential for mixed messages and misunderstandings, by taking your time you can avoid the pitfalls during the last full day of this current Mercury retrograde phase. Our eyes in the sky. Yesterday, we experienced a major emotional shift in energy that set the stage for today's aspect, but that doesn't mean today will be any less emotional. This energy that we're collectively experiencing is going to soften hearts and allow us to believe in the goodness of others. Your altruistic side could push you to donate to a charitable or humanitarian organization, but it's important to be careful. You could find that you've been deceived or haven't heard the whole story about the group. In terms of love, this is one of the dreamiest times of the year, and we all want to dive into deep emotional waters. You won't want to come up for air, preferring instead to be lost in your feelings and live in an unrealistic haze. If you're an artist, this is a lovely day to embrace your talent. Ideas can flow freely, and you might find that you're able to produce more than usual. Let the creativity pour out of you today. The moon is quiet in Cancer and making no major planetary aspects today. When we see this happen, it means that the moon is void of course. As many astrologers say, the moon isn't working, so neither should you. This is a time when you can sit back and reflect on the past in order to understand where you're going. Allow yourself to be at one with the universe and take a step back to relax, and you could find that things work out in your favor. Something you might want to do is start your spring cleaning. A void of course moon is a great time to go through boxes, toss out clutter, and get organized. It's also a wonderful time to add some self-care to your day. If you long to get a massage or do some yoga, schedule an appointment or go to a class. We should guard against arriving at simplistic conclusions. Psychic impressions can be mistaken for solid truths without fact-checking. We believe we simply know something without doing our due diligence. While our intuitive impressions might be on target, we'll deprive ourselves of crucial intel if we think we have all the answers. The best use of this transit will be to decry our expectations and put ourselves to work in a research capacity. Logical investigations can help us to gain valuable insights. Secrets may be divulged which provide a new awareness of our surroundings. Conversations with those in power enlighten us about our own unconscious motivations. No matter what the circumstances, this promises to be an interesting day. Before noon, the Cancer moon aligns with Chiron in Cancer, poking a raw nerve. We may now feel especially self-conscious and, subconsciously, we fear setting ourselves apart from the herd. In youth, our uniqueness and individuality might not have been supported. Paradoxically, in adulthood, the best way to champion our insecurities is to face them head-on. Through self-declaration, we offer our inner child the encouragement we lacked. Taking action might still feel awkward, yet the more we practice, the better the reception we receive from others. They, in turn, take a play from our book, as our courage demonstrates that they are equally capable of advocating for their independence.